Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Terrence Ray, and I'm back at you with a weekly stock market update. Shooting this video Sunday. Uh, at this time, the futures market is open, and so we gotta kind of, we can see what the market is opening up with, before Monday morning. So we got the futures market on that S&P 500. The futures are down about 0.5%. Nasdaq futures are down about 0.5%. Same as the Dow futures. Now the Russell futures are down about 0.75%. So it's opening up, slightly in the red, as you can see right here. Now the expected move for the week is $140, which is still a pretty nice move as far as with this expanded volatility that we have with a VIX being in the 20s. So we're getting larger moves during the week than we normally would get, and that's because we've had this correction right here, right? Now we do have a busy week of news coming up, so we could get some whipsaw action this week, right? We don't have any news on Monday, but on Tuesday we do have the JOLTS job openings. We also on Wednesday we have GDP growth rate. We have core PCE at 10. Personal income, personal spending. We have ISM and manufacturing on Thursday. Friday got non-farm payrolls and the unemployment rate. So this is a huge news week. I would expect some real large movements this week. You day traders probably gonna get some two-sided action, right? So just be careful if you're doing any day trading, intraday stuff. With that being said, I got some stocks though that uh that I'm pretty excited about that should give us some movements this week. With that being said, let's get right to them. Now with the overall market, we see the S&P 500 coming right in here to a gap. See this gap? Maybe it'll fill this gap and then pull back a little bit. I don't know, to be honest with you. I do think that this week with all of the news, I do expect us to maybe hit the expected move here and then maybe get some news and then boom. I could see us getting a lot of two-way action this week. Now, last week's video, I think I talked about gold. So we're going to look at the futures. This is the futures, right? Now I'm gonna go ahead and pull up GLD, which is the actual ETF of gold that follows gold. And I talked about it being overbought, like possibly being in the overbought range. Let's go pull up my indicators. You can see I did a. If you look at I may attach that video to the end of this one, and I talked about it being overbought on the RSI, and we had this. We had a bearish harami right here. And you can see it broke down, pulled back here, and now we're sitting right here as of Friday. And I talked about put spreads in last week's video. If you'd had a put spread on and you put it on, it just depends when you had it on, right? Because you can see right here, this was Friday or Thursday, what's that, Wednesday, and then Tuesday. So if you got it on, if you put it on like Monday or Tuesday, you got paid. You was out of this trade down in here, right? Now I didn't put it on myself, but I put on another trade. I may go over that, but you can see we got the move. Now, because gold has been parabolic and just going almost in a straight up manner, like I could see it going down some more. So it would not surprise me to get a little bit more of a sell off, maybe down in the right around 295, right here where this gap is, 295, we'll call it 293. It's possible. And so I would not play it with a put spread though. Something like this got an IV rank of 52, so you can still sell premium. I would look for an up day, and it looks like you may get it. So maybe you get an up day up into here something Monday, and then I would sell maybe you could sell maybe a call spread or something like that. Come out 54 days Maybe sell the what 33 delta about a 323. If you want to get a little bit, make a little bit more profit, maybe do something like so. Sell to 315, maybe even sell to 310. It just depends. You have a large enough account, maybe you sell, the call. If I did sell the call, to be honest with you, I'd be way out here. Sell the 16 delta because gold has been moving crazy. When it is going up, it's flying. Just be careful in it. Also, I wanted to pull up and look at the euro. Now, the euro against the US dollar. This is the euro. Let's pull up the US dollar. Pull up the dollar index. I got it over here on the watch list. You can see that the dollar index, look at it. It's been beat up completely all the way to the downside. But you can't trade the dollar index directly. Now, if you wanted to buy this, in my opinion, I would be maybe shorting this, which possibly looks like you may have maybe a head and shoulders. Got your shoulder here, your head, and then your shoulder. If you get a breakdown below this area right here, call it maybe what is that 1.13? Maybe get a breakdown here, then maybe it goes down to this level. So I could see that maybe selling a put spread or a call. I don't recommend buying a put. If that's your cup of tea, then I guess you could do that. And the only reason why I don't, because I don't think, and then looking at the MACD, see the MACD look like it's getting ready to cross over. So this may be something, and in my opinion, I may put on. I would do something like I got 40 days. Maybe sell this, buy that. It's not a bad trade. I'll come back to it. I may look at this Monday. We'll see what it's looking like on Monday. Now, if I do put it on, maybe I'll do an update video tomorrow to show you exactly. I'd be looking at a call spread though. Ideally though, I would like to get it. I want to get short while on a green day. But you can see right here, looks like this MACD getting ready to cross over, signaling to us a little bit of a down move. So we'll see. The notes, you can see I am in the notes. And you can see right here, I talked about this when it happened. I think I posted this setup on Twitter. A falling three, 1, 2, 3. Then right here broke, then took out that high. That is the technical definition of that candlestick pattern is a bull flag, kind of like a falling three. You get three candlesticks down, and then this one right here takes out this high. It did beat it back down, but it took the high out. And then here you go, see it moving up. So I do still have a put spread on here. I am down money on it. I'm still holding, got 26 days on it. I'll look to make a move. Either I'll take it off on Friday for a loss, or maybe I'll roll out in time. We'll see what kind of move I get up. You can see the bonds /ZB. It's up almost 0.5% today. Excuse me. Now, last week's video, I went over Boeing. Let's talk about Boeing. I talked about Boeing. Go check last weekend's video, guys. I talked about Boeing being in a trading range. Now let's look at that trading range. What did we have happen? If you go look at last week's video, I talked about this range right here. Now, before all of this, Boeing was sitting right here in this range. I talked about it breaking out of this range, and what did it do? It broke right out of this range. Now, on my other platform, you can see I got the levels up there. See it? I got to put it on. I don't have it on. This is Thinkorswim. I got to pull up Tasty Trade, and I will show you my Fibonacci extension level that it hit. I mean, you guys, all you gotta do is go pull up last week's video. You'll see. Move right to where it's doing exactly what I thought it would do. We're sitting right up around. Let's see. See if I can bring this in. Look a little different right here, don't it? I wonder what got a different level here. I think it's because I drew my Fibonacci extension from here to here instead of from here. Either way, you could do it. You could have did it from here, 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 and then like traded the pole. So basically, when you have something in a range, you could trade the pole. So basically, from here to here, you should have that same length from there to there. Now, I do think that Boeing will push higher, but if we look intraday, let's go look intraday. You could see right here on the MACD it had crossed over. So me, if I was going to trade this week, I would not buy it on the open because it could just keep going and you would ultimately be buying intraday wise, you'd be buying the top. I don't know if you want to buy the top like that, right? Me personally, I would like to get it to pull back, maybe get it to pull back into here and then maybe try to get long to go a little higher. But we got the move that we were talking about. Now let's go look at ADM. I just pull up last week's. I'll go to Thinkorswim since I already got it in here. Now, when you come into here and we pull up ADM, I had no idea what this stock was. I just ran like I ran a little scan and it popped up. And you can see right here on ADM, Archer-Daniels-Midland. You can see right here, I have the boom, boom, and then I use my Fibonacci extensions. It ran through this level, and then it came all the way up here and hit the 1618. Now, if we look at this on the daily, you can see what it looks like. You see how we got a channel and it's been trading down on this daily channel. And you can see we're right here up against resistance in that channel. If we break through here, I could see it coming out and then maybe hitting the next level up here right around 52 bucks. So we could possibly see that. I would like to get a pullback, but you may not get it. It may just run. Let's go look at that was ADM. You can see it right here. I had that one charted on the Tasty Trade platform as well. I use both platforms. I use one for scanning and then I use one, for my option trading. So we'll look at GLD. We looked at GLD already. That's an intraday chart. XLE. I have XLE on here. I have XLE on here because here was the triangle. It already broke down, went through the triangle, but oftentimes we will see price action come back through this range, right? You got a gap here and you got a gap here. So I could totally see XLE coming up through this area. Let's look at oil. See, oil has a similar chart. So if oil goes higher, I would expect XLE to go higher as well. Now, some more stocks that I'm excited about this week that I added to the watch list that are already. The stocks that I've gone over so far were already on my YouTube video weekly watch list. We've been watching those and talking about those for the past few weeks. These three I just added. Let's get to it. MicroStrategy. I talked about MicroStrategy on a previous video. However, I'm gonna pull it up on the Thinkorswim chart. We'll go to MicroStrategy. I want you to look at it because we got exactly what we want. Here we go. We got the move here, the pull back, and then to go higher. We're right up there against the 1618. See it? See where it ended at on Friday? That candlestick right there hit right there and respected that level. I'll go back over here, maybe easier to see. Want to make sure it show up if you're watching this on the phone. See right here, it's up here at my level at 1618. Now, a lot of times I'll just trade to that level and nothing else. However, if Bitcoin continues to rise, MicroStrategy is a way of playing the Bitcoin move. If you think, I'm gonna pull up Bitcoin. I got levels here. Look at Bitcoin right here, right? So if you think that Bitcoin is going to continue to go higher, this is a way that is possible for you to play Bitcoin. You can either spend $93,000 for one coin or whatever you can afford to buy to try to take Bitcoin higher if that's your play, or you can play Bitcoin by playing MicroStrategy. And I actually like this, or what is called now strategy, which I think was crazy to do, but look at it. I think it's actually going to go higher here to the next level. My next level up is right around 435. Let's see. The only thing about it is you're going to be buying a high. Like you're buying, look at it. It's it's been running. It gapped up on Friday. I would love to see this pull back. I don't want to get, me personally, I do not want to, and I would not buy this right here on Monday, right? Let's see if we get a pullback into here. It'd even be better if we can get a pullback into this level right here. Show a little support at the gap, somewhere right around there, then you can buy in. Cause it's a lot of things you can do. We got earnings on May 1st, which would be Thursday. It's gonna move then. I'm almost certain it's gonna move then. We got an expected move this week of like $25. What would $25 put it? $25 would probably put it what? Somewhere right around in here, right around three, what? Want to say 25 or 35? 25. That will put it somewhere right around 340, but 25 up will put it somewhere right around what? Not quite 400, somewhere right around 380. What's that? 393, somewhere right around in here. We'll see. I do think that MicroStrategy would continue to go higher. If you look at the MACD, you can see it's continuing to accelerate on the MACD. Momentum is going higher. I like the play. I like for MicroStrategy to continue higher. Another one, Tesla. Tesla finally bottomed out. Now I don't know if it's a long-term bottom. It could roll back over, but I do like Tesla to go higher. I actually scalped Tesla on Friday for, I don't know, maybe I can't remember, 50, $60 or something. I didn't hold it long. I should have, because then as soon as I closed it, look at this big green candlestick. And you can see right here, I think it's going to take this little high out, break out of this range. Next level up for Tesla is right around 306. If you look at it on the intraday chart, look at it. Looks good. This is probably the best one out of all of them that I would like to watch this week. Still, though, I would rather see it pull back a little bit and then be able to get into it. I hate buying it when it's already, you know, has taken off. And so, but relatively speaking, though, it's been down, been beat up since back here, right? Since the beginning of the year, just been beat up. And then you get news that Elon is gonna, come back to, start focusing more on Tesla. So then you see they tell us anything, to justify the movement in the stock, whatever. I don't care why. I just care that it is, right? So I like Tesla, I like MicroStrategy, to make it to these levels. However, do not be surprised if on Monday or Tuesday you get a little chop. That'll be good. To me, that's great. I want to get a little bit of a pullback into here, get an inside candle, and then be able to get in and go higher. Other than that, you're gonna have to chase it higher. Lockheed Martin got a similar setup to Tesla. You can see, here we go right here. It's trading in a range. You can see us in that range, see us in that range. And then if we go intraday, you can see we had the range, broke out here, pulled back a little bit, and then you can see it right here. So look like it's possible that it may take this little high out right here, right around 482, and go higher. I like Lockheed Martin to break out of this range. Now where it can go, I don't really know how far it can go. I just like it to get out of this range, right? I don't really have any Fibonacci levels. To close this gap right here would be right around 500 bucks. So that's about $23 from where it's at. I do like that. The expected move for the week is like 11 bucks. I could see it taking this high out, maybe getting up here to move the $11. Just be careful. Like I said, I'd like to hopefully, to be honest with you, everything that I pulled up besides gold and the euro, everything else, I would love to see them open up red tomorrow or on a slightly, pull back a little bit and then be able to get long them on the pullback. But I'll definitely be watching Tesla next week and MicroStrategy. If I do anything intraday, Tesla, MicroStrategy, and the euro. I think we do for a little bit of a pullback in the euro. I may put something on when I finish this video. I may go ahead and put a call spread on or maybe a put spread. We'll see. That being said, guys, I am done with this video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you're looking at, what stocks you're looking at for the week. Let me know what you think of my analysis and everything else. I'm out. Peace.